Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be bullet journaling for the new year 2022. In this video I'm going to be doing my general yearly spreads and also January's spreads later on in the video. I will put some timestamps down in the description box in case you just want to skip to January, but right now we're starting with just my general 2022 planning pages. So right now I am working on my 2022 title page. Throughout this clip you might see me holding a book in the bottom left corner because that book cover is actually my reference for the theme I wanted to use in these spreads. The book cover I am referencing is from a novel called Emergency Contact by Mary H.K. Choi. I read this book last year. I really liked it, but I just fell in love with the cover. I love the colors and the art style, and I just really loved how it looked. So when I was thinking about a theme to do for this 2022 title page, I kind of just wanted the cover to be my title page. So this girl I'm currently drawing here with this beautiful brush tip marker, she's like almost a direct copy of that girl on the front cover, or at least as good as I could copy her. And I just loved it. I love the style. This brush tip marker was really great for the hair, but I noticed it's not the greatest marker. It will bleed if you go over it with other markers. So, I mean, I love what it did for the hair, but it wasn't the greatest marker for bullet journaling purposes. So that girl is directly from the cover, and if you're familiar with this book, you would know the girl is Penny, and then on the other corner of the cover is Sam from the book, a boy with tattoos all over him. I didn't really want to draw him. I just didn't want to completely copy the cover, and I also didn't want to draw Sam's tattoos, so I decided to draw my cat in the other corner, which I really love how that turned out. My cat Figaro is so cute, so chubby in that corner, and I'm just glad that I decided to make this more of my own. You know, it is a direct nod to Emergency Contact with the girl Penny and the color pink and everything, but my cat Figaro is in the corner, and I really love that choice, and I couldn't be happier. A bit of a jump here, but basically I wrote out 2022 in gold cursive and I pasted that across the two spreads in a way that's similar to how Emergency Contact was written across the title of the cover. And now we're moving on to my next spread, which is going to have my future log. I watched Amanda Rachley's 2022 planning video, and I did take a lot of inspiration from her spreads. So if you see similarities between our two bullet journals, that is why. Honestly, when this year started, I didn't have a lot of ideas. The only bright idea I had with my bullet journal so far was theming it after Emergency Contact. But other than that, throughout this whole video, you will see how Amanda Rachley really inspired me to do bullet journaling this month. Honestly, I did not feel very creative at the beginning of the year, so I'm just really happy that she posts videos and helps us other people out with our bullet journals and gives us ideas and references that we can use for our own bullet journals. So yeah, shout out to Amanda Rachley. She has no idea who I am, but I love her. As you can probably tell, I did take some pages and I cut around them to make this mini book within my book to be my future log. Amanda Rachley describes this better in her videos, but you saw what I did. I basically just cut out little tabs and colored them so that I can put each month of the year on this same spread in this mini little booklet that I've cut out in this page. And I've never done this before, so it was pretty easy. I highly recommend it. I think it's super effective and really fun. And here I'm taking some stamps just to stamp in the title of each month. And I just got these stamps, and I'm really glad I did because they add really great, I think, character and texture to the bullet journal. Unfortunately, you can see there by the month of January, the marker I used on Penny's gray shirt from the previous spread, it bled through onto this one, which is really unfortunate. That was a Copic marker I used. I was really hoping my alcohol markers wouldn't bleed through this paper from this new bullet journal I have, but clearly they do. And I'm really disappointed because I got new Copic markers for Christmas and I can't use them in my bullet journal unless I skip a page. So just a note, this is a Scribbles That Matter bullet journal. I really like it, but it is not going to stand up to Copic markers, so in case you're curious. Here we're moving on to my third spread, which is definitely the most simple spread for this 2022 planning portion of the video. It's just going to be my goals for the year on the entire left page, and then on the right page I'm gonna have a spot for my wish list, so anything that I might want in the future I'll put here, and then also a gift list, so whenever I have ideas for gifts to give to family and friends in the future, I can write them all right here. This is again a idea I got from Amanda Rachley, so shout out to her once again. I'm basically just once again sticking with the theme colors, so light pink, black, and gold. Really effective theme colors. I think they're really beautiful. Okay, now we're moving on to my final spread for the 2022 portion of this video. This one is going to have another like mini book within a book cutout moment. This one's a little bit different from the first one because I am cutting out more, like fully around the pages this time instead of only the top part of the page. And this is going to be my monthly highlights spread. So again, an idea from Amanda. She talked about how she liked to put a Polaroid picture of one of her favorite moments of each month on this portion of her bullet journal, and I thought that was a cute idea, and I didn't really have anything else to do. Here I'm rounding the corners of that page with a corner rounder tool, which is really helpful. But yeah, I just thought this was an interesting idea, and maybe it'll be fun at the end of the year to be able to go back and see little photos of moments from each month that I considered to be a highlight of the month. Yeah, so I honestly just really wanted to make another one of these mini book things because I think they're super cute and they're super easy to do. I can't believe I've never done one before. So while you watch me work, I'll just discuss a bit about the products I am using in this video. So this pink marker I'm using is a Tombow brush tip marker. I believe that these are water-based markers. They do not bleed through at all, which is really great. I highly recommend these markers if you bullet journal because they do not bleed through, unlike my Copic markers. I love my Copic markers. I think they're super bright, colorful, beautiful blend and everything, but they just bleed quite a bit. So if you're bullet journaling, I do recommend the Tombow ones. They're not too expensive or anything. And for anything black, I'm not even sure what pen I'm using here, but it was just a pointy nib black kind of marker tip. So, and here I'm again using the stamps to do the months, which I again just really enjoy. I think stamps are super fun. I'm not sure you can tell, but I do go in with a gold drop shadow using this gel pen on each of my titles throughout these spreads, and I also go in with a white gel pen to label my black tabs. Alrighty, time for the final flip through for my 2022 spreads. Just look at Figaro, he turned out so good, so cute. I absolutely loved how this title page came out. I think it is so different from anything I've ever seen before, and I just love that this was a direct reference to a book cover that I loved from last year. And here is my finished future log, which I'm just thrilled about. I think this turned out beautiful, elegant, pristine, everything I could have wanted, and it makes me want to be more organized in my daily life. So go me. I can't believe how easy this was and how much I loved it. Now on to my goals page and my wish list and gift list. Again, this was such a simple spread. There's not much to say about it, but it looks really good. It looks really polished, almost like I didn't make it. It's almost like something I bought, that was already in the book, which I think is really cool. And now on to my monthly highlights page. Again, I am obsessed with these little booklet within the book. I think there might be a technical term for what this is called, but I don't know. It's just a little book within a book. Alright, so that wraps up all my 2022 spreads, and now we are moving on to January. So again, I am taking a ton of inspiration from Amanda Rachley, probably more than just inspiration. I mean, at some points I'm just blatantly copying her, which, I mean, it's not ideal, but when you have a bit of a creative block and you don't know what to do, it's really nice that she does her videos so that I can reference them and do what she does and still be happy and proud of my bullet journal. So yeah, I'm doing a fireworks theme just like she did this year. I did try to do things that would make it more my own. I think this Hello 22, I think I did that. I don't think she had that in her video, but I did reference her fireworks a lot just so I knew how to draw fireworks because I've never drawn fireworks before. Yeah, so I'm using these gel pens. These are metallic gel pens. I'm not sure what brand they are, but pretty standard. I think I got them off of Amazon. And I am doing this on a black piece of paper. Just like Amanda suggested, I think using black paper really makes the gel pens pop off the page more. So all I did was cut out a sheet of black paper. I didn't even have black bullet journal paper. It's just regular paper, and I rounded the corners and I stuck it to the left page. And this is going to be my title page for January. And basically, I'm just going to draw a bunch of fireworks on this left page. My other fur baby, Miss Farah, was making an appearance here as I'm drawing these fireworks. Poor thing just really wanted to lay on my desk and play with all my pens. Another note I want to make is that I did also take a tip from Amanda to use only a limited color palette for these fireworks so that it didn't get too hectic, too crazy. So I only used blue, red, and yellow/gold. This is the same gold I used in my 2022 spreads. So yeah, I use these same colors throughout just to keep it from getting too crazy, too chaotic, you know. Alright, finally, I'm on to the right-hand side of the page. If you've watched any of my other bullet journaling videos, this is the page where I put the monthly calendar, and this is where I track the days in which I either read or listen to books. My camera cuts out while I am making the actual calendar part, but I decided to do it a little bit differently and do circles instead of squares in a different kind of pattern, which might be kind of hard to see, but I was trying to make it relate more to the round fireworks, you know. So yeah, this is the calendar for this month, and here I'm just drawing some more fireworks around the title. If I'm not mistaken, I think the rest of my spreads, they're not quite as direct reference to Amanda Rachley's bullet journal. I make it more my own and do the pages that I need to do. If you've seen any of my previous bullet journal pages, you know that my monthly spreads are all dedicated to reading. So this is obviously my days read page, and the next ones will all be about reading and referencing around reading, and I've kind of figured out certain spreads that I like to have now that I've been doing this for, oh gosh, how many months? 5 months now, I think. So here is my TBR page on the left, but here on the right is a new page. So this is a resolution tracker. I've never made a resolution tracker before, so I'm not sure how I feel about it. I might, you know, change it to my goal tracker later on, and I might change how I set that page up because I wasn't quite sure what I was doing with it, honestly, this month. So that's a first for me. But here on the left, my TBR page, I've made these many times, and I still don't know for sure my favorite way to make a TBR page. It changes a lot, to be honest. But for this month, I made it pretty simple. I just have a checklist of some books that I want to read this month, and yeah, and some fireworks at the top. Honestly, this entire monthly theme is just me making a boat ton of fireworks. So this is the solution I came up with for my resolution tracker this month. It's not my favorite thing in the whole world. I just made some rectangles that represent each week in January, labeled them Sunday through Saturday, and basically I'm just going to color in the days with the corresponding color to whatever resolution I'm trying to fulfill. So basically I have 3 different things that I just want to make sure I am doing at least once a week, so I just want to color in the days if I successfully do those things, which is writing, sketching, and learning some Italian. So, and again, I am drawing more fireworks. Alright, now on to my books read spread. I have this spread in every month, and I've kind of gotten this one down to a T. I know how I like this spread to work. So basically, on these pages, I log the books that I do in fact get to read during the month, and I'm able to put the star rating and then maybe just a little couple sentences about my feelings about the book or whatever. And yeah, I have it laid out in this way, so I can put the title, the author, the star rating, and then my little snippet about the book. and I've been doing this for a couple months now, and I just really like the layout of this and how it's organized and everything. So this is a pretty standard books read spread for my bullet journal, and here I am yet again just drawing some more fireworks. While you watch me draw these fireworks, I just wanted to say that I am currently listening to the audiobook of The House in the Cerulean Sea. Now, if you've been living under a rock, then you may not have heard of this book, but it's very, very popular, and for good reason. I think that this book is incredible. The audiobook is done super well. It is such a cute story. I'm just really in love with the characters, and yeah, so that's what I'm listening to as I'm drawing all these fireworks. If you've read the book, then you'll know what I'm talking about, how cute this book is. I am in love with Chauncey. I think he's my favorite character. So yeah, I'm just thrilled to be finally getting to this book. I think TJ Klune is a great writer. Alright, now we are on to the fourth and final spread. Here I'm just showing that I rounded some corners to this paper. Again, I'm bringing back the black paper, but this time it's not filling up the entire page, just to make it a little bit different. This right side is simply going to be my top book in the month of January. I've seen somebody else do this in their book bullet journals, so I'm gonna try it out and see if I can really crown my favorite book each month, and then, you know, be able to reference that at the end of the year. It might make reviewing books at the end of the year a bit easier for me. And on the left side, I just wanted an area where I could freely write down any ideas I have pertaining to anything, so I decided to put an idea dump section on that left side. Alright guys, this is the final flip through of the video. Here is some up close shots of my January spreads. I hope you guys liked it. I think it turned out really, really pretty, really colorful, and I'm just, you know, overall happy that I did this. You know, I got it done and I made this. As you can tell, I did add a quote to the bottom of my TBR page because I just felt like it was a little blank down there, and to be honest, I really didn't want to just draw more fireworks down there. So I ended up just printing out a little reading quote and sticking it down there on the bottom to fill that space, and yeah, it worked really well. Here is my books read page, which is really simple, really beautiful, and then finally my last spread. I added some more details to the idea dump title area, a little light bulb, which I think is adorable. But other than that, it's really simple, just a really simple spread. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up this bullet journaling video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was relaxing and inspiring. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.